Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So in the overnight session, we saw ES fail at the 22 to 24 resistance and then push down below yesterday's low, where initially responsive buyers were active, but overall the sell side has been dominant so far in the overnight session. Heading into the open, we have the micro bull bear zone at 11 quarter, 13 quarter, and that's the area that's really going to help set the tone for the day. At the same time, we had this pre-market support zone at 06 half to 07 half. That's really the area where the market balanced for the last couple of hours, and it's going to serve as a good reference area. So if the market is holding below 06 half to 07 half, then it's just a confirmation that the sell side is in control, and we can quite easily from there get a move into 98 half to 1900 half initial support. Now, the 98 half to 1900 half area is an area that requires caution if entering long there, because heading into it, the sell side would be in short-term control, and we could get a move into 88.75 to 90.75, which is the better support zone and a higher probability zone for responsive buyers to be active. And below that, we have 81 half to 84 half, which is still another zone where buyers can be active, but we will have to see how the market approaches that zone in order to decide whether it's worthwhile to trade, or where within the zone it makes sense to trade. Of course, it's going to be more conservative at the bottom half of the zone. On the upside, if we see that the market is rejecting 06 half to 07 half, and then if we can get a break above 11 quarter, 13 quarter, that would start to signal buyers regaining control, and from there we can get a move back into the 1922 to 1924 resistance. A breakout above 22 to 24 would confirm the buy side in firm control, and that would bring 1927 and 31 to 33 half into play. So our short-term bias overall is still relatively neutral, because if you look at the larger pattern, you can see that the buyers have been dominant this week, and so far responsive buyers have been active at pretty much every area of support on pullbacks. So even though there is some short-term weakness here and the overnight session bias is bearish, our overall short-term bias continues to be neutral, because responsive buyers can still step in. This can still be viewed as a pullback on the larger time frame chart, and responsive buyers can still be active here. So we still want to be fairly nimble with our intraday bias, and that's why if the market does get back above 11 quarter to 13 quarter, then that would signal buyers in control, and we need to adjust our intraday bias accordingly. But at the moment, heading into the open, the sell side is in control, and they can maintain that control below 11 quarter to 13 quarter and 06 half to 07 half. So let's see how the market reacts to these areas off the open. Let's see if sellers can keep it below these short-term key levels, and if they can, then we know that we could be looking at a move down into at least 98 half to 1900 half, and even 88.75 to 90.75, which is really the next important area of support where we can expect responsive buyers to be active. So those are the main ideas heading into the open. Let's see how the market resolves these lower zones here at 06 half, 07 half, 11 quarter, 13 quarter, and we'll take it from there.